Hi guys, welcome to Atita Fitness. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, share with a friend. Yeah, so today I have exciting news for you guys. I have a personal trainer who has been training for more than 10 years. His name is Peter Wolf. Yeah, you guys are going to see him in a few minutes. I have 10 questions that I'm going to ask him. You guys, if you have any question, comment on this video below. Let me know the kind of questions that you would like me to ask him next time. So today I came up with 10 questions. I'm going to ask him so that you guys can listen to what he has to say about them. He has a lot of experience in our personal training industry. So you guys are welcome. Please like this video and watch all the way to the end. So hi guys, Peter is here. Thanks Peter for coming to
Of course.
Atita Fitness channel.
Mhm.
So today we want to hear your views about the 10 questions that I have to ask you today.
Mm.
So tell us about your training philosophy.
Yeah. I think my training philosophy is move well, eat well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't attach any like specific numbers to my training philosophy, like the need to lift a certain amount of weight.
Yeah.
I think it's different for everybody, but I want someone to be able to feel like they can move freely out of pain and to be able to express themselves with movement, like more than like a certain body fat percentage that I need somebody to get to.
Yeah.
But to feel like they can move in the ways that they want to move inside the gym, but then also outside of the gym too.
Outside the gym.
Yeah.
Nice. So how do you keep clients motivated and engaged?
Yeah.
Especially when you are training one-on-one.
Yeah. You do want to keep some moving targets, like let them feel like they're progressing, but then also knowing that you have to always do the basics like the whole time. And so that can be tricky to disguise the basics in a new format so that the student feels like they're accomplishing something new, but I still know that they're getting their basics in, squatting, deadlifts, lunges, a lot of those fundamental things, but maybe just putting a little different version on it. So one day maybe we're deadlifting a kettlebell, the next time it's a dumbbell, the time after that maybe it's a single leg, like just subtle variations on the basics. So it feels like there's something new in every workout program, but then not forgetting to do the fundamentals.
Oh, amazing. So what do you see as your greatest strength or weakness?
My greatest strength in training is patience. I feel like I developed a lot of patience over time, having gone through lots of injuries my own training. Had to be patient with that. Flip side of that, the weakness I think is wanting progression like so bad, like to get to a certain point that it's difficult. If as a trainer, if you're more motivated than your student, there needs to be an edge there so you don't feel like you're just bossing them or yelling them around. So my weakness sometimes is maybe just I lose my patience sometimes because I want them to care more sometimes.
So this is not a question which is coming from the 10 questions that I have, but like it's a kind of question that I would like you to explain more. How do you keep your relationship with the clients that you train outside the gym?
Yeah.
How do you
keep that comfortable? In this day and age, it's a little easier to send a quick message to somebody or to share something you think might be motivating to them versus social media. Put them on to a YouTube channel like yours to get some outside inspiration for sure. And also to remember, like when things are getting hard, to kind of celebrate how far they've come, to remind them, of things that they couldn't do before. It just to try to stay positive, focus on what can be done instead of what's lacking.
I see. So what hours do you prefer working out? Like when your energy is high and all that, or like you're this kind of person who can work out anytime? Like
I've developed over time in the ability to work out at any time. Most of my workouts historically are by myself, but then I teach group exercise, so I understand that feels good. The group energy is exciting. But after I've taught a few group exercise classes in a single day, like my preference is just to work out all by myself and just take my time and go slowly.
Yeah.
Some of my best workouts are at home and in the garage often. Yeah.
So we are on question number 5.
Mm.
And do you feel drawn to certain demographics or with training and all that? Like,
yeah, that's changed over the years for sure. When I got into it, I was just 22 years old and wanted to work with athletes. I was, competitive in martial arts myself.
Oh, wow.
And so that was really motivating to try to help other martial artists or other athletes. I think my style over now 23 years doing it is to treat everybody a little bit like an athlete, even if they don't have a sport that they play. And so the demographic I work with has definitely shifted over the years to be more retirement age. And part of that's just lifestyle because I have 2 kids, 11 and 9. And so if I can get my hours to be about 5 or 6 a.m. To be done by about 3 o'clock so I can go pick them up from school. So people who have that kind of freedom in their day are usually not full-time 8 to 5, 40-hour workers. So yeah, for sure my demographic has shifted over the years. But I don't have a preference so much anymore.
But I feel like, Peter, right now you are more known for Tai Chi.
Yes.
Most of the people or like the members that I've met before, they know you because of the Tai Chi.
More of the restorative stuff or lighter stuff. Yeah, I think that's absolutely the case. My own training has kind of gone the other way, like more into barbell and kettlebell lifting for myself personally. But as a trainer, I have found a niche here at Superior with people that are looking for something a little more gentle or easier entry point. Something like the kettlebells can be for anybody, but if you're starting fresh with exercise at 60 years old, it's not going to be the easiest starting point. So something like a gentle Tai Chi, Pilates, or Tai Chi practice is a good starting point for somebody. And then I might show them where something like the kettlebells or barbells could still be useful for what they're trying to do.
So this is something I struggled with when I was starting working out and all that. I personally didn't have an idea that you can use kettlebell to work out. Apart from the kettlebell swings and all that, and again, like I didn't do the right movement when I was doing them. What can you say about like training with kettlebells? Can you just use them for like full body workout and all that?
Yeah, I think you absolutely can use them for a full body workout. They're not the best tool for any one thing, but they're just very, very versatile. So like a Swiss Army knife, like you've got lots of different things you can do with them, but they might not be the very best tool for any one thing, but they can get a lot of things done in a short amount of time. They also help me bridge the gap between cardiovascular or metabolic kind of training versus strength training. I feel like I can get both with one tool.
Oh, that's amazing. Especially strength training.
So the awkwardness of the kettlebell is a difficulty in the beginning, but then it becomes a bit of a benefit. With kettlebells more so than machine assisted lifts, you really have to have a lot of technique in order to get through it pain-free. So that's a big deal.
That's true. I know like most of the people don't use them because they don't have like the right technique.
They feel intimidated by that, or they don't want to put in the amount of time to learn to do it. They just want to get up and go. Kettlebells are not great for the ego. Pressing with one arm offset with a kettlebell, I'm not going to be able to get nearly as much weight over my head as I could with a stable barbell or even with a machine. So if your motivation is coming from the numbers, then it's really tough.
Actually, talking about that, I remember recently when I was showing one of my friends on how to use like the kettlebell shoulder press. It's a big guy, but like it was really hard to lift like 20 pounds kettlebell. So that's when I realized like if you don't have a good technique, it's really
you're really gonna have to start over.
So coming to question number 6, how important is nutrition to you? How important is nutrition when
I think it's really, really important, especially for weight loss goals. for sneaky inflammation in the body.
Yeah.
And it's the most difficult thing to change as a trainer.
Oh, okay.
If I'm watching my student do a bad repetition, I can stop them and fix it right there. Okay. But nutrition, you know, I'm not sitting there eating with them, and it's very personal. You know, where it's cultural, where you come from influences how you eat, the environment you're living in, the season. So it's hard because it is so very important, but it's probably the most difficult thing to really change in somebody, and difficult to know if their reporting is true. I remember reading that even a nutritionist, a professional, you know, around nutrition, still underreports about 20%. Like even the best don't quite get it right. So it is a hard piece, especially when it comes to weight loss, because it's so important.
So coming to question number 7, how do you incorporate fun with training?
Yeah, I try to make games out of the work, and sometimes just really simple games like playing a ladder. Yeah. Like let's say we do 5 kettlebell swings, next set 6, next set 7. So you have to kind of think about what's happening in between, or we could do something where we do 10 deadlifts, 1 push-up, 10 deadlifts, 2 push-ups. The push-up is not really the main thing that we're focused on, but it's a nice distraction. Simple things like playing catch with your students, like getting their mind off of the lift. Try to incorporate some of that all the time.
Coming to question number 8, what's your advice to someone who is a beginner, like starting to come to the gym and all that? Like
consistency over intensity. Like get to the gym, make a habit of showing up at the gym. Don't judge yourself for how much work that you do, how many calories you burn. Like just get the habit of going, because your consistency is going to be so much more important than how intensely you're working out. Just by working out at all, you're already elite, right? Like so few people are even working out on a daily basis, weekly basis, that just doing that is really powerful. And if you're not going to the gym, then get out for a long walk. Like just getting that habit of moving your body would be my advice. And then once you have the habit, you kind of are training your metabolism to be a little more up. And then all of a sudden you're going to want to work out like pretty quickly. And that's where the intensity could start to come, or the variety, trying new things. But it's got to start with consistency first.
Oh, that's amazing. Now, based on your experience of working out through your life and all that, what's like the misconception people have about the gym? Like, what do you think?
That it's only for young guys, I think, is a big misconception. That it's only for weight loss. Like that's a big conception with training. People think like, well, if I don't have any weight to lose, why would I need to go to the gym? I do think more and more like the younger generation is understanding like it's to feel good. That's why you do it. Mentally feel good in your joints. There can be all these extra goals, but really what helps me come back to the gym and do it is I know I'll feel better. I'll show up better outside of the gym. Like, you know, I'll be able to react better, have more patience for people, more patience for myself.
Oh, that's amazing. Coming to question number 9, if you were to choose 3 compound workouts to just do them, all of your training and all that.
You know, even simpler, if I was going to pick just one like compound movement, it'd be the clean and press. Clean and press with a barbell, clean and press a dumbbell, clean and press a kettlebell. I just think you can get very strong with just clean and press. So that would be like my bread and butter. If we were getting a little more specific, like just one single movement, my favorite movement pattern for training strength is the Turkish get-up. So coming from the floor all the way to standing and back down again. I like that with a kettlebell, but again, you could do it with a dumbbell, a barbell, or another human being if you get real strong in that motion. But that would be kind of my go-to movement because it has mobility, stability, kind of feels almost like a martial arts routine. You know, in my background, doing a lot of martial arts forms. The Turkish get up almost feels like a martial arts form, like there's piece by piece, and I like that. But clean and press with the kettlebell would be kind of my go-to.
Oh, nice. So for me, I feel like I would go for deadlift because I feel like when I'm doing deadlift, it kind of focuses
everything.
on my, like all the muscles of the body and all
Yeah.
that. Even your mental, you
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
So yeah, deadlift for me.
Nice.
So the quickest way of gaining or losing muscle,
Yeah.
losing weight.
You know, I think the first best thing that people underestimate is just walking. You know, it's what we're built to do as humans, is walk for long distances, and we do that better than any other animal, even, really, right? Like over a long enough distance, a human will outlast a horse.
Yes.
So walking is that first best step, and then if I was going to add to that, would be like rucking or adding some weight to your walk. But that would be the first best way, you know, for someone that wants to feel like they're going to get a little stronger, get their heart and lungs up, lose a little weight. I think there's benefits posturally to your metabolism, getting outside into some sunlight. So walking on the treadmill, good for sure, but better still is doing it outside. Yep. I think that's the first best step for somebody who has any kind of obstacles about equipment or cost of the gym. Any of that is like, just, you know, most days, if not every day, 20 to 30 minutes of some focused walking, I think, is really powerful. Yeah.
Before we close the video, what's your motto? Like, what's your motto?
My motto?
What's your slogan?
Eat well, sleep well. I say that to most students. And they eat well, sleep well, come back for more tomorrow. Yep.
And what's your closing remarks of all, like, you know, something that you would like to share with someone else?
Yeah, that there's no one way to do it. There's so many ways historically, and really anything and everything has already been invented and tried before. You know, you can catch on to trendy things online, and if that inspires you, for sure. But just to know that we've been doing this for a long time as humans, and there's so many different ways to do it, that don't let the best way get in the way of getting started. Just because you can't do what you think is like the best thing, like just get started. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Peter.
Yeah, thanks. That was fun.
Looking forward to see you again next time.
Absolutely. Thanks. All right.
If you watched this video all the way to the end, I'm sure you've learned a lot from Peter Wolf. Next time, I have a new personal trainer who is coming to this channel. So I am so excited, guys. I can't wait to see the kind of questions that you have, and I'm going to write them down. Next time when I come for another interview with another personal trainer, she's so amazing. So she's going to share a lot with you guys. Feel free to send all the questions if you are struggling with losing weight, gaining weight, improving on like balancing all your body muscles and all that. Feel free to ask all those questions, and she's going to answer all that for you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate. If you forgot to subscribe, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and share with a friend. Let's increase the family at Tita Fitness. See you guys.